Sometimes devotees ask me, why do you do that? Jai Jai Sri Radhe Sham. But there's Shastra behind this. Because sometimes on Braj Prikrama, we go to some place, and what to speak of running water, there's just a hand pump. And some places we go, there's not even a hand pump, there's only a well. And you guys know all this smartphone, all this type of technology, but you don't know the village technology. What's so difficult? You take a bucket, and you take a rope, and you tie it around the handle, and you throw it in the well. And so our devotees do that, especially our Fornui, they tie the bucket, they throw it in the well, and the rope is going through their hands. Zit, 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 zit. Ooh! You don't know the village technology. That's not how you do it. There's a big knot at the end of that rope, and you take the bucket, and you throw it into the well, and pow! And then pull up the water. So now bucket, rope, everything gone in the well. So we have to give a couple hundred rupees to the ashram to buy a new bucket and rope. No, this happens sometimes. Every ashram has got a special rope with so many hooks on it. Because to get something from a deep place, you need a hook. So, and Shantaguranga showed me, he found one there in Orissa, so he's going to bring it back so I can show it when I when I tell this story. So they have a rope with so many hooks on it. They send it down, they hook that bucket, and they pull it up like that. So the same way, this body is like a well. But this body is not filled with water, it's filled with pop, sin. So to get all that sin out, we need a hook. So this Ra Akshar, he's shaped just like a hook. Or especially in English, this R, he's just like a hook. And according to Sangeet Shastra, when you say this sound, Ra, Ra, you can feel it, it goes down, right? So we send that hook down, Ra, and we hook all that pop, then the next letter is aspirated, coming out. And according to Sangeet Shastra, this sound, you can feel it, it goes up, right? So we send that hook down, Ra, we pull it all out, then Sham. When you say Ma Akshar, then this mouth becomes band, closed. So you pull all that pop out, and then band, Sham, you don't let it back. So this is the philosophy behind this. Jai Jai Sri Radhe, out, 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 Sham. Now don't let it come back.
That's nice. I like that.
It was taught to us by one wonderful sadhu in the Badrinath of Braj. His name was Gopidas. And whenever Braj Bandhu Prikrama came there, he would get all the girls of the village to come and show our foreign girls how to do gopi dancing. You know, they would all just, beautiful way they would dance. And he would sing so many beautiful Braj bhajans. The last many Kartiks ago after we left, then he'd gone back to the spiritual group. And he was very wonderful, Vaishnava. So Gopidas explained that to us one time. Because one time, Krishna saw that Mother Yasoda was making all kinds of funny bhojan. Not the regular rice dal, chapati and sabji. She was making all fried things, like pakoras and samosas and puris and little cracker-like things we call matri and noodle-like things we call save. She's making all these fried things. And Lala came and said, Maya, Are Maya, what kind of funny bhojan are you making today? What kind of funny bhojan are you making today? So Lala, these are all things that are fried in ghee. They will last a long time. Because your father wants to take us on Prikrama to Badrinath. So these things will last for a long time, and we'll eat them along the way. Because still today in Bharat, there's many people, they won't eat things cooked outside the house. Becoming less and less, otherwise we wouldn't hear all the racket on the train. Kela, kela, banana, save, apple, save, apple. Sandri, orange, sandri, orange, peanut, time pass ke liye, peanut. Chai.
Yeah.
But still we see people bring their little tiffins and they have all these little fried things and they eat along the way. And Maya, where's Baba? Where's Baba taking us on pilgrimage? Arey Lala, I'm busy cooking. You go talk to your Baba. Because little boys, they ask too many questions. You go to ask your Baba. I'm busy cooking. He said, Baba, where are we going? And Lala, before you were born, one time I prayed to Lord Badrinath that I would get a son. And by grace of Lord Badrinath, I got you as my son. So we're going to Badrinath. But Baba, no need to make all such big preparations. But Badrinath is not so far away. What are you talking, Lala? It's very far, 427 coasts from here. No, Baba, only 27 coasts. He said, what are you talking? He took Nanda Maharaj by the finger. He said, come Baba, I'll show you. He took Baba by the finger. And all the Brishvasis followed him. They went up. And sure enough, in the western part of Braj, there's a place, it's so far west, it's in Rajasthan, there's a beautiful place called Badrinath. And beautiful Badrinath temple is there. If you go up, you'll see, looks just like Badrinath. There's a beautiful kun called Tapta kun. Tapta usually means very heated. But it's always in the shade of the trees, so it's very cool. And there's big stairways, and you go up, and there's nice little, looks just like if you go to the other Badrinath, same shape and everything. And inside, so many beautiful paintings made out of mirrors, different colored mirrors. They make all these little paintings on the walls. Because there's one favorite Baba who stayed there in that area, named Naga Baba. And you'll see him, and especially he was in a certain branch of the Nimarka Sampradaya, which is where Mahaprabhu took the worship of Radha and Krishna, because all the Sampradayas he took something. So he had a big jata on top of his head. When they wrap up all the hair on top of the head, we call that jata. Now we can understand how Jatila got her name. Because her brain is all twisted and turned like that. So she got the name Jatila. So anyway, he was out picking flowers, and there's a special creeper that crawls in the trees with lots of thorns called hees. And his jata got stuck in the hees. And everyone came and said, Baba, let me get you out. No, I wasn't picking. Only that person for whom I was picking flowers, only they can get me free. So then Lord Shiva and Parvati appeared. He said, no, I wasn't picking flowers for you. Then Lakshmi Narayan appeared. He said, no, I wasn't picking flowers for you. Then Rukmini and Dwarkadish appeared. He said, no, I wasn't picking flowers for you. Then finally, in many Nibarka temples, you'll see this poster with this picture that Baba's there with his jata stuck in the heesh. Krishna's untangling it. Radharani's standing there with a little plate with kumkum and banana and some incense, waiting for Baba to get free from the heesh. So you'll see this whole scene made with little mirrors, and then you'll see there's beautiful deity of Narayan, and who else is there? They have a rock stone that looks just like Ganesh, and anyway, and then they have little temples. The main altar, you go around, you do prickram all around. Very beautiful and peaceful place, way out, very far, peaceful place. Huge tamarind trees are there, shading the Taptakund. And ordinarily it's a very peaceful place. Just now we had Purushottam Mass, and in Purushottam Mass, all the Brijbasis and many, many other people, they do the real. What we do is not Braj Mandal Prikrama, we do Vanyatra. We go from forest to forest. But Braj Mandal Prikrama means there's 84 kos, which means 286 miles, I think. Prikrama of Braj, and everybody goes. And one of the places is on the edge of Braj is Badrinath. You'll come there, you'll be surprised. Ordinarily, it's a completely silent place. You'll come there, you'll see hundreds of people bathing in the Kund, and so much noise and racket, and people are cooking, and people are, resting, and thousands of pilgrims are coming. But most of the time, it's a very, very peaceful place. And last time we went there, we heard somebody tipped us off to another place nearby called Jateri Dham, also from Nimbarka Sampradaya. Special branch of Nimbarka Sampradaya. They're the Vairagis, just like in Banki Bihari, they're all the Grihastas, all the Goswamis there, and the Sadhus are have their own Sampradaya. So the Vairagis have their own Sampradaya. So they found this place called Jateri Dham, because they say Badrinath, the whole mountain range there is Lord Badrinath. And at Badrinath, the feet are there. The feet of the Lord are there. In this place, Lord's head is there. So his jata is there. So this is Jateri Dham. And completely natural place. You walk up to the temple, there's malati flowers, madhavi flowers, juhi flowers, every type of jasmine you could ever imagine. Bogra and jasmine and kunda flowers. The air is just fragrant. They don't use any electricity or anything. They have this little, bamboo things like this, and the creepers crawl up, and it's covered in air is just fragrant. You come up to their temple, and the temple, there's no marble on the temple floor. It's all Braj dust. And exquisite deities of Radha Kunja Bihari are there. Very, very beautiful deities of Radha Kunja. Very, very nicely decorated. Everything is very nice. And then they have another little temple, which is where they claim, because they also claim Nardmuni in their Sampradaya. It's Nardmuni, he gets around, he's in our Sampradaya, he's in Nimbarka Sampradaya. So they have a little temple there on top of a hillside, and you go inside, and there's Nardmuni being instructed by the 4 Kumaras. Because their Sampradaya is from the Hans, they trace their Sampradaya from the Hans incarnation, the Swan incarnation of the Lord, to the 4 Kumaras, to Nardmuni. Then their main Acharya was Srinivas, not to be confused with our Srinivas. From Nardmuni to Nimbarka, then Nimbarka to Srinivas. They're all there on the altar there. A very, very beautiful place. And peacocks wandering here and there. The little chicks running behind. When we were there, little chicks were running behind. So many peacocks. Beautiful birds are there. When they have a big tower right outside the temple, on special days, there's little places all over this big tower. They put deepaks, little lamps on special days. It's a big, big, big tower like this. And put little special lamps all around that at night. It makes a very beautiful scene. What else is there? Yeah.
Radha Kunj Bihari.
Yeah, Radha Kunj.
Natural pond.
Yeah.
Mud houses.
Yeah, mud houses are there.
natural fragrance in the air. Different trees or different plants are there. Different rare plants that are planted.
Yeah,
It's
very
very
beautiful. Very beautiful place. They have an ashram in their main ashram. This is just a branch. Their main ashram is in Vrindavan, way in the complete opposite side of the Vrindavan Prikrama Marg from our temple, and it's a place called Tatiyastan. And the same Mahant is both places, Jacharidam in there. And now there's a very nice Mahant there. He's a nice young fellow actually. He's not quite that old. Not very young, but he's younger than most of the time. He's the old white-haired Babas, but he's... And you see the same thing there. Is outside the temple is all Jamuna dust. And there's no electricity, so everything is lit by ghee lamps and oil lamps. If you're trying to point out the deities on the altar, they'll slap your hand. You never point to like this, with your whole hand. You say, there's Radha, there's Krishna, there's, like this. You point like this. It's a very, very special place. And you can see where the tree grew toward the building. So instead of cutting off the branch of the tree, they broke the building and let the tree grow through. And you'll see the Vrindavan forest as it is there. It's a very special ashram. And they have all respect for Srimad Bhagavatam, but they have some very, very rustic Brishbasa literature that their acharyas have left them that they follow. It's a very sweet place. And nearby there's we go on a special path through the fields, and nearby there's Kedarnath also. But you have to climb 300 steps to get there. You go up these 300 steps, and there's this big stone like this, laying like this, another one holding it like this. And you have to crawl inside, and Lord Kedarnath is there. You pour your water, and there's Kedarnath, I can't remember now what the name of the kund is there. They have a big, huge kund there at the bottom of the stairs. And it was, when I first went there was a very nice Baba living there named Tulsi Baba. The old Baba, very happy fellow. But shortly after, many years ago, he left this world. But also a very sweet place. So then, I was singing here, we're in the hills, so we're singing about Giriraj. There's a special Prikrama mantra that Lord Chaitanya used to chant while he was doing Prikrama of Govardhan. And you can find this mantra in Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it's also in Venugit. Same verses there. Antaya madri havaladi savarja yad Rama Krishna charanam sparasam pramoda manam tanoti sahagoganayostayoriat pani yasu yavasakanda rakhanda mulai. So this was the Prikrama mantra of Lord Chaitanya. You can, from Bhagavatam or from Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can learn it. Hantayam, Hanta in Sanskrit means oh. Hantayam Adri, Adri means hill. Just like we have a godbrother named Adri Dharan who lifted the Adri, the hill. Hantayam Adri, Abala. And this verse is spoken by the gopis. So legend has it, I'm not saying, but legend has it that the women are the weaker sex. Somehow or other they always get their way, but somehow legend has it that they're the weaker sex. So the girls are talking amongst themselves, so they say Abala. You know, Balaram means, Bal means strength, So they say, Abala, oh girls. They're talking amongst themselves. Hantayam Adri Abala, Haridas Avarju. This hill, Haridas Avarju, he's the most bestest devotee of Hari. There's many Haridasas. There's like Yudhishthira Maharaj, he's known as Haridas. Uddhav is also known as Haridas. But Giriraj, he's known as Haridas Avarya. He's the most bestest devotee of Hari. Antayam Adri Abala Haridas Avarja Yad Rama Krishna. In Braj, when we talk about Rama and Krishna, we're talking about Krishna and Balaram. Yad Rama Krishna Charanam. We all know Charan, right? So Charanam, their feet. Charanam Sparsham. We heard this word in Bhagavad Gita. What verse? Matra Sparsha. Sparsha means to touch. So they're getting the touch of the lotus feet of Rama and Krishna. Yad Rama Krishna Charanam Sparsham. Pramoda. You must have met some Indian person named Pramod, right?
Yes.
So Pramod means joyful. He's very joyful because he's getting the touch of the lotus feet of Krishna and Balaram all day long as they herd the cows. Other reason he's very joyful is because he's serving not only Krishna, but the cows and the cowherd boys, the devotees. Antaya Madhya Balahari Dasavarya Rama Krishna Charanam Sparsha Puruna Manam, just like we sing, Amanina Amanadina. So mana, to give respect or also to give service. So Manam Tanoti Sahago, Govino means cows, so he's serving cows. Ganayos, the Gopagan, the devotees. Tayoryat. So first he's serving cow and Vaishnavas, and then Tayoryat, those two. Krishna and Balaram are the coming last. So, Manam Tanoti Sago, Ganayos, Tayoryat. How's he serving? Paniya. Actually, the first word that our foreign devotees learn of Hindi, and when they come to India, is pani. Because just like now my app is showing extreme heat, and it's 33 degrees. I said, that's springtime. In Braj, 32 means springtime. It has to be 40 before we consider it extreme heat. So, everybody's always asking, oh Prabhu, where's Pani? There's a difference between us and the Goswamis. We sing in the Sad Goswami Astaka that, Hey Radhe Vrajadevi Ke Chalalita, Hey Nanda Suno Kuta. Kuta means where. They were running here and there, and where is Radha? Where is Krishna? Are they in the Govardhan hill or below the Kadamba tree? This was the Goswamis. We come to Braj and, Prabhu, where's Pani? Prabhu, where's the toilet? There's a difference between us and the Goswamis. So Paniya, and Viswanath Chakravarti Thakur, in his commentary on this verse, he says not just water, but madhu. Madhu means honey. Honey is flowing from the trees on Govardhan Hill. We don't see with these material eyes, but honey is flowing from the trees. And mango rust, mango juice. And there's a special little tiny fruit in Braj called pilu. It's very dear to Krishna and Balaram and the cowherd boys. So pilu ras, mango ras, and madhu, and we don't see with our material eyes, but so many waterfalls are cascading down the sides of Govardhan, and they're filling all the beautiful kunds with fresh, crystal clear water, like that. So all these things are there. Pani is Suyavasa. Suyavasa means grass. Two types of grass he's giving. One is to make the cows very fat and give lots of milk. we have there's this durba grass that we use when we're doing the puja. So he's giving both of these things. Suyavasa. Khandara. Khandara means cave. So many caves are there in Govardhan. Most of them we can't see. Only one cave, at the very end of Govardhan. We get to because Govardhan is shaped like a peacock, and Radhakund and Shamakund are the two eyes, and way down at the end is the tail. So in Hindi, tail is Poonch. So that village is called Pooncheri. And if you go all the way, now they made an illegal turn. When you're there, when you go up to the nice Sringate temple, you go up top and you see that people are cutting a shortcut. And the Brishvasis say that at the end of at Pooncheri, there's a little Baba called Putrika Lauta Baba. And he's noting down in his notebook who did Prikrama, who didn't. So if you take that illegal shortcut, then your Prikrama is not counted. But if you go all the way out to from the dirt path, you go out to the main road, and then you'll come, there's a little temple there, Putrika Lauta Baba. And in Hindi, Lautna means to return. So what happened was this, Lauta Baba, he was thinking that I'm going to make nice lunch for Krishna and Balaram. And he's cooking, and all of a sudden he looked up, he saw Uncle Akrur was there with Krishna and Balaram in his chariot. And he said, Lala, Lala, I'm making lunch for you. And Krishna said, he spoke immortal words that we hear even today in India. Abhiyangi, just now coming. You're still here today and they leave. They Abhiyangi and they leave. He said, no, but I won't eat anything until you come. He said, no, Abhiyangi, I'm just now coming. Certainly if I don't come back tonight, then tomorrow I'll come. All right, but I will not eat anything till you come. Abhiyangi, if not tomorrow, then certainly day after tomorrow. Abhiyangi. So he waited 4,500 years. And finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was doing Prikrama, he said, Baba, I'm here, I'm back, Lotaya. So he's Lota Baba. He's when Kab Lotaya, when Lala will come. So you see him sitting there, he's got a look on his face. He's all orange, just like Hanuman, because he's somehow, some story that he's expansion of Hanuman. But he's got his mouth wide open, and devotees don't give him any grains, but you'll see sometimes they put fruit and little candies in his mouth. But he's just waiting. So he's teaching us patience and determination. Pani Suyavasa Khandara. So right near Putrika Lauta, there's Raghava Pandit's cave. And that one you can see, there's a little place. In the old days, we used to go down and crawl inside the cave and go down inside it and everything. But it's become so crowded now that all the Babas became upset, so they just locked it off and they made a little doorway, and you can look through the doorway and see the cave. That's it. But there's many caves on Govardhan, because when it's too hot, then the cowper boys can hide inside the caves. When it's too cold, they can go inside if it's raining. And then Radha and Krishna perform many confidential pastimes in the caves of Govardhan. That's why he's Haridasa Varja. He sees and protects the divine couple. So he's very, very special. He's very interesting because he's both devotee and the Lord, because Lord is told in Srimad Bhagavatam that Giriraj is non-different from me. At the same time, devotees are saying he's the most best devotee. So somehow he's inconceivable. There are so many caves. Just like in English we say core of the heart. But Rupa Goswami, he writes, Sada Hridaya Khandari Ba Sachinanda. May that Sachinanda always be manifest within the Khandara, the cave of your heart. We say Khandara. So many caves are there. And there's a special devotee who had the bit whip called Jai Mangala. If he hits you with a whip. Oh, what is his name? He's in Mahaprabhu's Leela. Anyway, one time the Copper Boys were playing hide and seek, and somehow I believe he was maybe Subal or something. Anyway, he went into a mystic sleep, and they never found him. And then when Dwapar Yuga ended and Kali Yuga started, and after 500 years Mahaprabhu's Leela started, and they were doing kirtan one day, and he was feeling something's missing, and he said, "Yeah, where's Subal?" And then Balaram said, "I remember we were playing hide and seek, he hid in the cave, we never found him. He must be still there." So Balaram went all the way back from Navadvip to Govardhan, and he was looking here and there, and he found him. He said, "What are you doing here, Mahaprabhu? Now Krishna's in Navadvip. You have to come." He said, "No way, I'm not going to take birth again." That was it, And besides, first of all, he didn't believe. He said, "Wait a minute, it's me, Balaram. And you're too small, because everybody in Dwapar Yuga was big, He said, "You're too small." I said, "No, I'm Balaram." "No way, if you're Balaram, then outrun me on Prikama." And he started running. And Balaram and Nityananda was right behind him all the way around the hill. Then he ran around a second time. And then he said, "All right." And then they explained, and now it's Kali Yuga, so people are small, but Mahaprabhu's missing it, but I'm not going to take birth again. So no, you'll, in the same body, you'll go to Mahaprabhu's Leela. So then he had a whip. What was his name? Jai Mangala. Getting old now. Can't remember his name. But he went from Krishna Leela to Gaur Leela without changing his body. So anyway, there's so many caves are there. And our very dear friend, Madhavananda Prabhu, he did a whole book on Govardhan. Because he has his Krishna Katamrit, so one edition was just about Govardhan. And he discovered, the Brishvasis and the Cowher Boys would go up, and just like where our Iskon Ashram is a temple on top of the hill, the little boys told him there's a cave underneath that temple also. Many caves. Huh?
Abhiram Gopal Thakur?
Yeah, Abhiram Gopal. He was one of the Dwadas Gopals. Yeah. So, Abhiram, yeah. So many caves in there, Kandara and Kandamulai. Kanda, and just like when you come in Kartik time, everywhere you see the pushcars with the white radish, big long white radish. So in Hindi we call it muli. So Kanda means fruits and muli means roots, so fruits and roots. The Brishvasi boys, they're hungry 24 hours a day. So Govardhan is supplying fruits and roots for all the Copper Boys all day long. Especially Madhav, yes. So, this was Mahaprabhu's Prikama mantra. So everybody can repeat. Hantayam. Adri. Abala. Haridasa Bharjo. Yad Ramakrishna. Charanam. Sparsham. Pramoda. Manam. Tanoti. Sahago. Ganayos. Tayoryat. Paniya, Suyavasa, Khandara, Khandamula. So there's one other special
no one's
mantra.
using them.
It's okay.
Because we know that Madhavendra Puri found this deity of Gopal and established on top of the hill. So Mahaprabhu was very anxious to see him, but he told that Giriraj is not different from Krishna, so he refused to walk on the hill. So Gopal made a special pastime that somehow someone came and told the Pujari that the Turkish soldiers are coming, take your deity and flee. And he ran out to a place called Gulalkund. And he stayed in a Brahman's house for some days, and another Brahman's house another day. He was hidden like that. So anyway, somehow Mahaprabhu found out, and he went there, took darshan of Gopal, and then when they told him that the coast is clear, he danced all the way back to just near Govindakund. There's a place called Anior, and they put him back in the temple on top of the hill. Mahaprabhu danced all the way to the bottom of the hill and danced and chanted. So there was, when he saw that deity, he said, Bhamas tamara sakshasya bhuja danda supattuva krida kandukatam jena nito govardhano giri. Bhamas, we know Bhama means left. This verse is, the English for it we found in Nectar Devotion. But when I saw this verse in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, I realized this is the Sanskrit for this verse. That Bhamas tamara sakshasya, tamaras is another name for lotus. Saksha, Aksha is eye, Tamara Saksha, with the beautiful lotus-eyed Lord. Bhamas Tamara Saksha, Bhuja Danda Supatuva. His arm is like a stick, Danda, Bhuja Danda Supatuva, Krida Kandukadam Jena. Krida is play, just like play. He lifted that Govardhan hill, Nito Govardhan Ogiri, that whole hill he lifted with his left hand and held it above to protect the Brishvasis. Sapatuva, may that hill always bless and protect you. Remember this verse. May that left hand of Lord, the lotus-eyed Lord Krishna, that lifted Govardhan hill like a toy, always bless and protect you. This is the Sanskrit for it. In Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhamas tamara sakshasya bhuja danda sapatuva krida kandukatam jena nito govardhano giri. Mahaprabhu, when he saw Lord Gopal with his hand raised high in the sky, then with his left hand raised high in the sky, then he chanted this beautiful mantra.